Hyde. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Hyde, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12. From the gun, again to Hyde. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Alex Anzalone in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Number 25.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Brought down at the 37.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 19 carries, 83 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Colts 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Marlon Mack, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he'll find Pittman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the handoff, it's Mack. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
second down now. It's Mack. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Darrell Taylor able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
It's 2nd down.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
On the play.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Prescott being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And he's got his man Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Next pass, complete to Marlon Mack.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Who that? You heard door too, right? It might have been that. Oh, okay.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3.
Colts 3.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best. As that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. A score you don't see that often, 8-3. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
He's across mid.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Darrell Taylor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll run the screen with Mack. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Indianapolis.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets them back within a couple at 8-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch.
No, I can't do that.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw is Kaepernick. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got Jack Doyle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Complete to Jack Doyle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Kaepernick. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jared Reed, his 2nd sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Right,
so this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Well, why don't you take that?
Both teams
charge
working on short
right
rest,
there.
but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've
So
seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a throw
good idea, right?
He's got it to start
that
the
way
drive. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do. But what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Ooh, I almost got your feet. Damn. You were cussing me out the whole week. That way you can move the chair over.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They are pushed back
Coco,
5 yards.
that's how you feel, Coco.
Game, 2nd and 8.
No, you all right. Y'all all right there for now.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Ward. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They run again with 9 on first. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, that's complete to Ward. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hyde. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A 10th carry for Hyde. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
I got charged one of those speakers. So you know that speak guy you have to do too, right? The one in the row. Yeah.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Look, Mel, that's low map. Dude, Gray.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take
the guy
on
the bottom. That's him with the ass waiting on me to finish so he can play it.
So that'll back him up 5.
I'm at 12 first place.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Yeah.
Following the penalty, it's Hyde.
Carlos Hyde, the ball.
He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Throwing here, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Carlos Hyde. His third touchdown now on the year. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer, and I'ma grab enough.
The rules not that big, but the feelings make it feel a lot bigger.
I like this stuff. I think it's really cute. That's how it's not too small. It's just
Everything feels tighter. I don't think we should have to compromise as much as we're being asked to. At this price point, we should be able to get most of what we want.
but the more and more
You what, Will?
classes during almost 2 years, I'm getting a little bit
But it's hurting.
probably more disheartened.
Bro, you know what you can do though, bro? Yeah. Yeah. Grab one of them little, when you ready to lay down, grab one of them stitcher cord, the little white jump, plug it up in there.
And then the dining area being up for a large table,
I'm switching.
The power lines are kind of right there.
obstructing the view,
The view is amazing, but I'm concerned that it's not going to feel it.
Yeah, grab the stitcher cord. Huh? Say it again.
This is why you come to San Diego. This is really
No, what I'm saying, you like playing like. Hey, bro. You don't need it right now, but I'm saying, you face this way though. Not now, but when you ready to lay down. Just plug that up, bro. That way you ain't got to scratch it.
I've been studying the market here for over 2 years. 1.4 million for this house is an aggressive price. I fully understand that. If they don't think 1.43,
523
Bro.
on the business, whole team
Oh, you
got
got
wins
it.
in the well, so spinning, I told them.
I was gonna say, what you doing,
We
bro?
did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the ride, I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the ride, you in the way. Either you rolling finna roll in the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the air. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the air. Now we on 10.
Okay.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spin the whole path, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I hate to eat grits. How did you let it go miss? How she remember she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we did it, and that's how we.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a.
Sunny day in San Diego. Aaron and Joe are unwilling to budge on price and their long list of demands for their dream home in San Diego. Today their agent's showing them a place that has a lot of what they want, but it's farther inland than they want to be.
You're getting excited to see houses today?
We have a character saying we're ready to find the dream house.
This is not even by the way. This one is a 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom, 51 square feet. And it has a really, really good view. Sometimes you can actually see the ocean too.
Well, look.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
That's why you want that stuff on, though.
Right. Do you blame him though?
I don't blame him. It's a F Trump clown ghost thriller. That's the game where the girl requested you on? That's the game the girl requested you on?
Yeah.
Oh, you caught up with it?
No. Very nice picture.
You keep saying that, but I believe it.
She is really soft.